And we are back. Falcons franchise. We're hoping to bounce back after some brutal losses we've had. We have prospect spotlight. Alright. Portis, I believe I saw. Trayvon Portis. Cornerback. I don't really think we need cornerback very much. Well, at the moment. Oh, wrong thing. We need to look at our roster. I know we do need corner-ish. Like, if we look at AJ Terrell, he's a free agent this year. So that isn't good. William Jackson, I believe he's a free agent this year. And Fabian Moreau, he's a free agent this year. Which means, and TJ Green's a free agent. So the only cornerback we have in our starting five who isn't a free agent is Bradley Roby, who's an 81 overall and he's 31 years old. That is not good. I have to assume we're bringing back AJ Terrell, assuming he wants to return. I don't know if he necessarily wants to because we have not been a competitive team. Same with William Jackson. Fabian Moreau, he is not returning unless this is a cheap one-year deal. He is just on the cusp of not being, starting caliber, and we're not trying to pay someone who is a star dev player that much money who's not going to actually play. We do have a crisis in the locker room. I'd have to assume this is someone retiring. Hey, coach, I haven't seen... Reject him. I can't promise anything. Alright? As much as I'd love to help you out in getting more catches, unfortunately, you should expect this. When we have our quarterback, our starting quarterback, on the trade block, you know something's not good. He is not playing well. So far this year, he is 88 for 127. That is 69%. That isn't bad. But here's the problem. He's been sacked 13 times already. He has 6 passing touchdowns to 6 interceptions. I think he is probably our best quarterback on the roster. But the problem is he needs to turn down those interceptions, and we need an offensive line. The reason he's probably throwing those interceptions is he does not feel comfortable with the offensive line, and he feels like if nothing's open, he has to throw the ball somewhere in order for it, to not be sacked or get hit. Which I totally understand. See, AJ Terrell's a free agent. Deion Jones, William Jackson, Matt Hennessy, Marlon Davidson, Cam Newton again. Fabian Moreau, Noah Igbenogany, TJ Green, Alame Zacchaeus, Jalen Hawkins, Morgan Moses, Cal Walker, Chris Wormley, Keandre Jones, Saquon Hampton. Literally, practically every player I named, probably besides Brandon Williams and maybe George McIntyre. Well, we might bring him back because he's cheap. Will probably be back on the team. Or we probably want to bring back, I should say. Maybe not Cam Newton. Because, I feel like backup quarterbacks are pretty easy to replace. They're starting quarterbacks Sam Darnold and their running backs Christian McCaffrey. And they also have Jimmy Carlson for the scramble. He's not going to play at all. I feel like McCaffrey is our biggest priority. Brian Burns, Stephon Gilmore. I think we gotta throw it deep. Chris Warren, he's gotta make these throws. I like how this is. Once again, the worst ranked offense. We brought in a new coordinator last episode. It was so bad. pass for 2+ touchdowns. I think we can do that. I have trust in Chris Horn. The trust slipping away, but at the moment we are okay. We don't have any injuries. Wow, that's the first time in a while. Ben Jenkins, Addison Owen, Marquise Brown. We're getting close to the trade deadline, which means probably on our bye week, that is what we're going to focus on. But Deion Jones, Kyle Pitts, well, not Dante Fowler Jr., he can't return off IR yet. We almost have these two guys back, which should put us at full 100% strength. Cal Walker, as much as I like you, I do not think you are a solid enough guy compared to Deion Jones. And Ben Jenkins, you have played very bad your first 2 seasons. I'm almost tempted to give Tony Bishop the starter at tight end, the rookie out of Syracuse. Steve Leslie, or not Steve Leslie, Kevin Fox has been playing very solid. Steve Leslie, he got benched early in the season. These guys have all been playing solid. Philip Madden has not really got involved, but that's okay. But we're just going to have to hop into this game and hope we can... We are better. We're an 83 compared to our 81. They do have 3 X Factors, and we only have 3 Superstars. We don't have a single X Factor. And we haven't had one for this whole franchise. Well, we do. We have Kyle Pitts, but I don't really consider tight end the best option for an X Factor. They're going to elect to return it, and he's going to be tackled at the 25. We are also currently the 7th seed in the playoffs. I know, once again, way too early to be caring about the playoffs. Sam Darnold is 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I thought Chris Horton was having a bad season. Compared to Sam Darnold, he is having a pretty solid season, actually. He's only thrown 1 more interception and 2 more touchdowns, and he's been a lot more accurate. That pass is incomplete. And that is Tommy Tremble, I believe. There's our injury list. Some very key guys. Second and 10 from 25. That pass is complete. That's to Tommy Tremble up to the 30. That's going to be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Darnold over middle, that's complete. That's DJ Moore, and that's going to be enough for 7 and a first down. First down at the 37. It's a play action. That fooled me. But down he goes. That's John Kaminsky. I believe... I don't think he's a free agent. I think he's close to being one, though. I think next year. He may be a free agent this year. Second and 17, Darnold. That pass is going to be complete up to McCaffrey. That's up to the 38 for 3rd and 9. That is John Kaminsky's first sack on the season. 3rd and 9, Darnold surveying. He's going to go deep. And it's incomplete. Great coverage on the play by William Jackson. I believe it was DJ Moore he was trying to target. New Orleans plays Tennessee. Tennessee is currently 3-2. New Orleans is currently 2-3. And fair caught at the 19-yard line, George Claypool. And Houston defeats Tampa Bay 26-17. Here's Chris Horn's stats. First and 10 now from the 19. Pass complete. That is Ben Jenkins up to 29. I believe that is going to be just short, yep, of the first down. The second and inches. They're in shotgun. Look not to go run up the middle. And probably should have, as that's going to be a sack. That's Sheldon Rankins taking him down. Now bring up 3rd and 9. Third and 9. Chris Horn. Brian Burns was unblocked, but it's not going to matter. But they're going to say that was incomplete. He must have not got the feet down, as you can tell. Who was number 74? Morgan Moses. Just lets Brian Burns go right around him. Chris Horn throws a beautiful pass to Marquise Brown. And they're going to say it was incomplete. And we're going to throw the challenge flag out early. And it's going to be upheld, so we're going to ultimately lose the timeout there. Looked like he may have been able to tap that foot down instantly and then go back up, but ultimately they're going to say it was incomplete. A great punt, but McCaffrey is a great return man, but not that time. He's going to get smothered at the 34-yard line. First and 10 from the 34. McCaffrey gets a carry, and he breaks it big. He's going to take it all the way to the 49 for a gain of 15. Let's go, baby. That's what we wanted to stop coming into this game. Stop the run game. And we already are not off to a good start. It's going to be another carry. That time was a great stop. Goes nowhere. That's Mikal Walker. Bring up 2nd and 10. Darnold surveying. Looking. Kaminsky brought pressure, but he was able to get it away, and that's complete to DJ Moore up to the 36. Let's go, baby. Come on now, that's enough for a first down and field goal range as well. And to get across midfield. It's a handoff to McCaffrey. Pretty solid stop on the play by number 32. Hawkins. Jalen Hawkins, I believe. I know you feel that. Bring up 3rd and 6 from the 31. He's thrown towards the corner. And they're going to rule out a catch. That is Christian McCaffrey going up there and catching it. We got to get a replay on that. Great coverage ultimately, but Hawkins just decided to go for the interception, it appears, instead of the... That is going to be a catch. What a catch on the play by Christian McCaffrey. Keeping the drive alive. Great job by Hawkins, though. Very good defense, just ultimately was not enough. And that's going to get smothered. That's the whole problem with this Panthers team is Christian McCaffrey. He's what people call in the NFL Swiss Army knife. He has so many unique abilities. And that pass is going to be intercepted. That is A.J. Terrell. I do not know who that pass was intended for. But A.J. Terrell going to come up with the interception, the top right corner of the end zone. Give the Falcons the ball. And Chris Horn. He's going to throw it deep. Ish. And that's completes to Marquise Brown up to the 39 for a gain of 19, redeeming himself for not being able to get that second foot in bounds earlier. Still, that was a great throw and catch, but ultimately was not enough. Here's the carry. That is Darrell Williams. And that's going to take us to the end of the quarter as there's no gain on the play. Guess we don't get any first quarter stats. It's fine. Chris Horn, though, on 2nd and 10. He's going to catch it, and he's going to take it up to the 46. Third and 3 now from the 46. You got to think, if they get, very close. They're not. They're going to take this deep shot, and that pass is going to be intercepted. And he's going to get up to return it. It's C.J. Henderson on the interception. I do not know who that pass was intended for. I believe I saw a superstar. That may have been C.J. Henderson. I don't know if he's superstar. It's going to be a handoff from McCaffrey, and Grady Jarrett is there to stop it for a loss of 1. This is 2nd and 11 now from the 22. Darnold looking unblocked, and it's going to be a fumble, but they're going to pick it up at the 10. I believe 47 is Keandre Jones, and it is. It's going to bring up 3rd and 24 from the 10-yard line. Sam Darnold is going to look to throw. He's going somewhat deep, and he overthrows his man. The receiver had a step, but ultimately it was great coverage. That ball needed to be placed near perfectly in order for a chance. And the punt is away from the end zone. And going to field it just past midfield, and they're going to start at the 49. That is Keandre Jones' first sack of this season. So this can bring up 1st and 10 from the 49. Chris Horn's going to look to throw. Going towards the corner. And that's complete up to across midfield to the 46 for a gain of 5. That is Darrell Williams. Handoff. Darrell Williams again. This appears to be the Darrell Williams show, apparently. We haven't seen any Kevin Fox, Javion Hawkins, or Steve Leslie this game. Well, we don't usually see Steve Leslie, and it's a rare occasion when we see the other guy. There is a penalty. He was short of the line of gain, and it's holding on the offense. It's going to be a deep field goal. They're going to elect to go for it on 4th and 2. Looks like the Panthers are low in the box. But Chris Horn's going to look to throw this ball, and he's just going to get it away. And that's complete to Calvin Ridley up to the 25 for a 1st down. Gutsy play call, and it works out in their favor. It's going to be a handoff. Once again, Darrell Williams. He's taken it up to 23 for a gain of 2. 2nd and 7 now from the 23. Chris Horn. There's pressure. He's going to throw it on the run, and that pass is... They're going to say caught by Ben Jenkins. He managed to hold on to the ball and get his feet in bounds. That's going to bring up 1st and goal from the 6. Great catch. Managing to take the hit and still get the feet down. Horn doesn't look good. And he's going to go down all the way back to the 21. That is bad. Sheldon Rankins getting his 2nd sack on the game. This offensive line has held up pretty solid for the most part so far, but some costly mistakes. And that pass is going to be intercepted. Nick Kwiatkowski. I butchered that, but just when you thought one of the teams were going to score, they turn it over. Both sides have so far in that situation. And McCaffrey's going to get the carry, and he's going to take it up to 25. And Robbie Anderson is injured on the play. Second and 4 now for 25. It's a handout to McCaffrey, and there's a huge hole. Makes a man miss. And he's going to take it up to the 37 for a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from 37. They do not have to call another play before the 2-minute warning, as the Titans currently lead the Saints 21-0. That is good for us. Hand up to McCaffrey. Maybe gets a yard. And that will bring us to a 2-minute warning, where we are, at the moment, tied at 0 apiece. 2nd and 10 now. Darnold's going to look to throw. There's pressure. He gets it away. And he's going to take it up to the 49. I do not know who that receiver was. We did not get a number. Darnold. That pass is complete. That's Tommy Tremble up to the 40. This is going to be a deep field goal from here, but Panthers are driving right now. Another pass. That's wide open. Tommy Tremble. He's going to take it up to the 23.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And the Panthers elect to take their first timeout of the half. Darnold's going to look to throw. That pass is incomplete. Overthrew his man. As now, New Orleans is down 21-6 after 2 field goals. Darnold's going to look to throw. And in the back of the end zone, DJ Moore comes down, climbs the ladder, and gets the touchdown. Last time these two teams met, it was a key playoff implications for both these teams. And ultimately, they tied. It was very funny for everyone watching. That practically ended both those teams' seasons. And ultimately it did, as they did not make the playoffs. But both of them did have an outside chance. And all the situations happened. They just needed to win. But they just could not win. 1st and 10 from the 21. Getting that pass away, but it's going to be incomplete. Overthrew his man. I believe that was Philip Madden he was trying to get that ball to. 2nd and 10 from the 21. Warren's going to look to throw. There's pressure. He's going to get it away, and he's throwing it deep. Nearly intercepted, but it's going to be incomplete. If you're the Falcons, you got to be careful. You're somewhat deep. You do not want to give the Panthers back the ball with a lot of time left. And it's just going to be a handoff. There's Kevin Fox with his first carry of the game for probably half a yard or so. And the Panthers take their second timeout of the half. With 30 seconds left, they are going to get the ball back with a timeout to hopefully put some points on the board. They're going to field it at the 35. McCaffrey's going to run outside, and he's going to get their team up to the 41.
Good work, boys. Let's go, let's go.
Need about 22 yards, I'd say, for field goal range. 1st and 10 now. Darnold, he's throwing a dart across the field. That's complete. Timeout Panthers. Their final of the half. If you're the Panthers here, you got to be careful what you throw here now. You do not have any more timeouts with 16 seconds left. You have to either get out of bounds. It's exactly what they do there. They get it to the 39 with 11 seconds left. And they're going to not risk anything and just go out for the field goal. 56-yard attempt. The kick is up. And it is good. Beautiful kick from 56. As that gives them a 10-0 lead. More than likely going to take us to the half. With 6 seconds left, I'd assume we'd see a run play. Nope, they're in kneel formation. It's going to take a knee, and that will take us to half. As the Panthers lead 10-0, starting to go into the second half. But here's the first half stats for those of you who are curious. We take a look around the league. Start off, Tennessee and New Orleans. Tennessee currently leads 28-6. Tannehill with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Ian Book with 2 interceptions. Next, we head to the Jets and the Dolphins. The Jets lead that game 17-7. And last, definitely not least, Tampa Bay and Houston. Houston won that game 26-17. Drew Lock with an interception, Ronald Jones with 2 rushing touchdowns, and Myles Gaskin with a rushing touchdown. As both teams are now 4-2. Here are the Panthers' next gen stats when it comes down to throwing the ball short this game. And here are the Falcons when it comes down to them running the ball inside. Not having much success with it, but they keep going back to it. Falcons received the second half kick, and they're going to receive it, and they're going to elect to return it. A solid return, I'd say, up to 26.
Keep playing hard.
As Miami scores a touchdown to make it 17-14 now.
Here we go, D.
It was 17-7 in the halftime show. Handoff up the middle. They're going to lose 2 on the play.
All day, baby.
The Falcons' game plan coming into this game was throw it deep, and they have not really done it that much so far. Nearly unblocked, but luckily picking the block up at the end, and that pass is incomplete. I cannot tell if that was, a catch, interception, whatever. But 3rd and 12 now from the 24. Chris Horn is going to throw it. And it's complete, but short of the first down line to gain. That is Marquise Brown. That's going to bring up 4th and 3. And the punting unit is out there. If they go for it here, they would give the Panthers great field position if they were not to convert it. So probably the smart choice. McCaffrey's going to elect to return. He's going to make a man miss. And here's going to start at 26.
All day.
It's going to bring up 1st and 10 now. The Panthers looking to just hold on to their lead, I'd say. As the Giants currently lead the 49ers 21-3. Great juke is enough to get them maybe half a yard. Ultimately avoid a loss on the play. 2nd and 10 now from the 26. Darnold, he's throwing deep across the middle. And that pass is going to be intercepted. That is Noah Igbenogany. Off to deflection. And that's Darnold's 2nd interception of the game. It's a handoff. And that one's going to go big. That's Kevin Fox taking it across midfield to the 45. It's going to be a toss outside now to Kevin Fox, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's ultimately going to get nothing. But honestly, did a good job just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be another outside run. He once again gets back to the line of scrimmage. As after one good outside run play, the Falcons are trying to dominate it, and the Panthers are not having it. 3rd and 10 now from the 45. Chris Horn looking to throw. He gets hit as he throws, but he is going deep. And that's going to be intercepted. That's Stephon Gilmore. It's Chris Horn's 2nd interception of the game, I believe. Maybe 3rd, actually. The handoff to McCaffrey. And Foyesay to Luke, who there to stop it for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now from the 12. Under 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Hand up to McCaffrey. He's going to take it up to the 14 for a gain of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Darnold looking, firing over the middle. Wide open. It's enough for a 1st down. That is Jay Reed. Ultimately, this Falcons defense is 1st in the NFL, but it is very hard to be good all the time. That's complete up to the 45. But there's going to be an Atlanta challenge on the play. As New Orleans scores a field goal. Did he get both feet in bounds? It looks like he did. There's one. There's two. That is a clear catch, but maybe, just maybe. And it is going to stand. Like I was saying, this Falcons defense is first in the NFL, but it's hard to be good all the time, especially when you have to rely on your offense to score points, and they just haven't seemed to be doing that lately. If they've dropped, I believe, no more than 10 points in like the past 3 games. So it is, I can understand where they're coming from. This is very hard for this Falcons defense. And I bet all these players are hoping they get a good payday coming their way for all the work they've had to do year in and year out. And down he goes. Darnold goes down. That's Brandon Williams on the sack, and that's going to bring up 4th and 13. Punts away, and it's going to be fielded around 18, I'd say. And returned. No, he's going to break a tackle, and he's going to take it up to 27.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
That was a really good return, as New Orleans scores a touchdown to make it 28-16. Once again, Atlanta trying to dominate the outside run since it worked one play. Let me tell you, this offensive coordinator is not cutting it either. Another outside run. And Sheldon Rankins gets injured. As this head coach, I just gotta wonder, what is this coordinator thinking? 3rd and 13 now. Chris Horn looking to throw. Managing to stay in is Darrell Williams, and he's going to take it up to midfield.
That's it, baby. We're gonna work.
And now we might see an outside run. I don't know.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike. Let's go, D.
And that's exactly what we see. And it loses a yard on the play. And you just got to wonder, what is this offensive coordinator going to learn that outside runs every other play is not going to win you a football game? There's the 3rd quarter stats. This is the 2nd offensive coordinator this year for the Falcons, in the 3rd in 2 seasons. Chris Horn is going deep. He has a man wide open, and he overthrows him. There was the chance right there to get themselves back into this game. 3rd and 11 now. Chris Horn looking to throw. Surveying. Feeling pressure. He's just going to throw it, and that pass is incomplete. Likes to throw it away. 4th and 11 now. They're going to stay out there and go for it, as they should be. Chris Horn, he's going to load it up and go deep into double coverage. And that is probably going to do it for Chris Horn's career in Atlanta. You can hear the fans are very upset with that play call. And this coordinator is probably going to be a 1 and done. Or a 2 and done. McCaffrey gets 1 on the play, they're going to say. Grady Jarrett nearly getting an interception there. Bring up 3rd and 9. Darnold's going to look to throw. He's throwing deep across the middle, and that's going to be complete. That's Reed. First 10 out from the 27. Handoff to McCaffrey. He gets free on the play. This is going to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 24. A touchdown more than likely ends this game. That's DJ Moore on the reception. He's going to take it up to the 14. That's going to be enough for a first down and a gain of 10. This defense have really done everything they could this game, and it's just sad that this offense is probably the better unit, honestly, but they just can't do anything. There's an injury. Pat Elfine, I believe his name is, one of the offensive linemen. A 2nd and 3 now from the 8. Darnold looking to throw. Overthrows Tommy Tremble. He had a touchdown if he could have made that throw. And 3rd and 3 now. Darnold looking, surveying, throwing, and wide open for the touchdown. That's going to be Terrence Marshall, and that is going to be the dagger. And the coaching staff is going to come in, and they're going to say Cam Newton is going to start for the rest of this game. May not be a lot, but they're trying to find out what they have at quarterback now. Chris Horn put up 0 points this game, threw 3 interceptions in the process.
Come on now, let's go.
It's just not working out.
Here we go. Double tight. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
And you gotta wonder, what's the future looking like? Cam Newton's gonna let that ball fly. And caught but out of bounds, they're gonna say. Who's gonna be the quarterback next week? Is Chris Horn gonna stay on the roster? Is he gonna be traded? Are they gonna go out and try and get someone to maybe help these quarterbacks? They have a pretty solid team as it is offensively. You have Marquise Brown and Calvin Ridley. You have Kyle Pitts, although he's not been healthy. You have a pretty solid offensive lineman. And most of all, you have a good defense. There's no excuse for us to be losing this many games. Besides the offense. First and 10 now from the 49. Marquise Brown gets it up to the 41. And Cam Newton is all of a sudden 3 for 4 for 23 yards. Marquise Brown now is 4 for 44 this game. It's another completion. It's number 13. I don't know who that is. That might be Philip Madden. No, it's Kevin Fox. What was I thinking? Philip Madden's 12. The screen pass is going to bounce off one of the offensive linemen or defensive lineman heads. Coming up 3rd and 2 from the 33. Cam Newton looking. He's going deep towards the back of the end zone. And that pass is going to stay out incomplete. And the Falcons are going to elect to go for it. And the coordinator is going to call a run play, it looks like. It's a fullback dive. And it does not work. Of course it doesn't work. They're loading the box. Why are you running a run play? We've about had it with this coordinator. He's gone. And McCaffrey breaks one big. He's going to take it across midfield to the 49. Cam Newton, he played pretty solid already. I don't know if that's going to be his last drive because the Panthers will probably try and shoot the clock a bit. Hand off to McCaffrey. He's going to take it up to the 47. Bring up 2nd and 8. And another handoff to McCaffrey. Boy, say to Lukun there to stop it. And that will take us to a 2-minute warning. McCaffrey gets the hand. He broke it big once again up to the 35. It's not for a 1st down. 18 carries for 74 yards, I believe. Just unbelievable. The defense, they're going against one of the top running backs in the league, and they've held him pretty much the whole game. 19 for 75. Unbelievable. But they have 0 points to show for it. This team is so good. They have all the offensive weapons besides an O-line, a quarterback, and maybe an O-line, I should say. The Falcons are electing not to take the timeouts. That is going to end it for the game. Carolina comes out here and shuts down the Falcons. Sam Darnold, 19 for 27. 220, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Chris Warren, 8 for 18, 108, and 3 interceptions. Cam Newton was 4 for 7, 31 yards. Rushing, McCaffrey was 20 for 73. Kevin Fox, 8 for 11. Darrell Williams, 4 for 3. Chuba Hubbard, 1 for 6. J. Ham, 1 for 2. And Chris Horn, 1 for -1. Receiving, Tommy Tremble, 6 for 54. DJ Moore, 4 for 55 and a touchdown. Joe Reed, 4 for 57. Marquise Brown, 4 for 44. Darrell Williams, 3 for 37. Christian McCaffrey, 3 for 32. Terrence Marshall, 2 for 22 and a touchdown. Kevin Brewer, 2 for 24. Ben Jenkins, 2 for 26. And Kevin Fox, 1 for 8. Blocking, 2 sacks allowed by Garen Christian. 1 for Matt Hennessy, Tim Donnelly, and 1 for J.O. Mayfield. Defensively, 2 sacks for Sheldon Rankins, 1 for Brandon Williams, Keandre Jones, John Kaminsky. 1 interception for Nick Gostkowski, C.J. Henderson, Stephon Gilmore, A.J. Terrell, and Noah Ekwinogene. Kicking, Graham Gano was perfect. Punting, Scott Pagel, 3 for 124, 41.3 average. Presley Harvin, 3 for 136, 45.3 average. Punt return, George Claiborne was 3 for 80, 26.6. Oscar Warwick was 1 for 24. Punt return, George Claiborne was 2 for 9, 4.5 average. And Christian McCaffrey, 3 for 12, 4.0 average. DeAndre Jones gets an upgrade. And we're going to quickly advance week. We do not have any trade offers once again. We have Deion Jones returning, obviously. And Kyle Pitts returning. And we do have a free agent fit for next episode, so be ready for that. As we're going to head over to staff. Franchise staff. Braden Williamson. I'm sorry, you're just not cutting it. And now we have Brian Warner. We have 48 staff points. We might as well spend them. There we go. Spent a bit on the offensive coordinator. We're almost done in terms of the talent tree. We have, all of this done. We just have, to finish this side. Because this is, all these bottom stuff usually are, everything. Then we have player personnel. That's what we're going to have to work on here. This stuff costs a lot as well. But just to also get a quick idea, we're going to go over to the Trade Center. Jared Goff's available. He probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Also, I just want to make sure I have Chris Warren on the trade block. We do, so no one's interested in him, I guess. But if we go to Trade Center, trade wall quickly, you could get Jalen Hurts or Jared Goff or Kellen Mond. Jared Goff, I'm shocked no one's interested in him. Let's go to the Lions. Do they have a quarterback then? They do. They have Spencer Woodyard, who's an X factor. So Jared Goff, definitely interesting, but he does cost a lot of money. So if we just add quickly Chris Hornan, the Packers are green interest. Who's their quarterback? Jordan Love? He'd be better than what we have. They have Nick Bosa, who's getting paid decent. Jair Alexander, who I believe is probably near the end of his deal, I assume. But we may want to, acquire Jair Alexander. Ooh, or a guy like Elton Jenkins or David Bakhtiari is old is the thing. Okay, so the Packers are green. The Saints are. We're not trading with the Saints. The Vikings are. I believe their quarterback is Kirk. It is. I'm not trading for a low of an overall. Okay, so we have the Packers or Vikings to choose from. And I feel like the Packers have more to offer, so I feel like we may try and pull off a pretty solid trade. If I had to take a guess, we'd probably go for Jordan Love and like Elton Jenkins in a draft pick or something. Like, we're desperate for a quarterback at this point. Or an offensive line, apparently. Or a receiver. They don't really have any receivers anymore, though. So, I'd imagine they lost all their receivers to free agency. I know Devontae Adams is on the Jaguars now, so who is their wide receiver core consist of? Josh Reynolds as their best guy. How long is he under contract for? We may consider going after him. He's for 4 years. Yeah, I'm not doing that then. They don't really have anyone, essentially. They do have a solid tight end, though. That may be worth, swapping. But ultimately, I'll probably try and do this trade off camera until it actually goes through, because I don't know what the value of Chris Horn will be. And then once it goes through, I'll start recording so you guys can see what the trade was. Kind of like how I did earlier in the previous Falcons franchise episode. I don't remember who it was I got traded, but it was William Jackson. I don't remember what I did, but I was able to get William Jackson. I just kind of messed around with trading off camera. And then once it went through, I just started recording. You guys saw all the trade details. And bam, it was right there. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. We have players to negotiate, so next episode as well, we'll probably try and sign AJ Terrell, Deion Jones. Probably all of these guys. Maybe not Cam Newton quite yet. Probably not these two. So probably no Igmanogan. So probably up to Marlon Davidson, and then we skip to Noah Igmanogan and try and get him. Those are the only guys we can get at the moment. So the rule is we are allowed to, I don't know if you remember, but we are allowed to re-sign once we hit our bye week. So we are allowed to re-sign now. Or once we clinch a playoff spot or get eliminated from the playoffs. So the week after we get eliminated or clinch a playoff spot, it does not matter. It's like as soon as I clinch the playoffs, it doesn't matter. Like it's wild card. So as soon as I clinch the wild card or the divisional, whatever one happens first, they happen the same week. We'll start then. It's not like when I clinch like the first round bye and stuff, because I doubt we even get that at this point now. But that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. Now see you next time. Goodbye.